Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Perpetual News. I've taken a break recently, and now we're back to discuss politics, my favorite thing, as you all know. That's right. In this week's segment, we have the 2020 Democratic presidential primaries. Who's going to win? Where are we going from there? And why should we make the case for Biden? All on this tonight. Okay, so our two remaining candidates are Senator Bernie Sanders and Vice President Joe Biden. Now, these two people, both are over the age of 70. They're both trying to get in touch with their base to make them the Democratic nominee. Biden has done this more effectively. Bernie is falling behind. It's likely that Biden will eventually win this thing. Unfortunately for us, that means that it's going to be Biden versus Trump. Now, there are worse options, but there's definitely better options as well. I'm personally not a Bernie supporter, but I'd rather have him face off against Trump. Let's be honest. I supported Andrew Yang back whenever he was still running. Unfortunately, he's gone now. He endorsed Biden. I think that was not a smart move, but here we are. It still happened. The problem here is that Biden is losing favorability. He's also struggling to gain support amongst communities that are independent. The independents still have support for either Sanders or Trump. Now, if Biden can't garner this support, he will lose. There is not any way he can win against Trump if he does not get the independents. As time goes on, everybody starts to hate the parties. Nobody likes the Democrats, nobody likes the Republicans. If you like a party, you're pretty much just odd in today's political climate. There's no way you can win without the independents. That base is growing more and more each and every day. Biden can't win against those, so what he's going to have to do is name someone his vice president, like Bernie Sanders, or even Andrew Yang, or Elizabeth Warren, or someone that is more progressive than him. I'm not that far left, but to win, he needs to. Biden also is struggling to where he can't speak anymore in the proper way that you should speak as a human being. He's failing to even, he was absent for 5 days just from the election. Just gone. He just decided no. And that was all during the coronavirus. How are you going to get people to support you if you're not even talking about the biggest problem in 2020? We just had this giant crisis, and where were you? Sitting at home, waiting for it all to trickle out of the system. This is what happens whenever you don't know what you're doing. He has dementia. It's obvious. We shouldn't support him as the nominee, and we shouldn't support him in the general. This is not what the Democratic nominee needs to be. It needs to be someone who can actually competently speak about their policy. He has real policy, ladies and gentlemen. He has it. It's just from whenever his brain was functioning. It doesn't anymore. I really don't know how this is all going to pan out for him, but the one thing he really needs to do is garner support amongst independents, or he's going to lose Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota. He might even lose more than Hillary. He might lose Virginia. He might lose New Hampshire. Hell, he might lose Maine. That's terrible. That's terrible. Now, I will give Biden this for whatever reason. He's still leading in the polls, but how long is that going to last whenever you're not showing leadership, Trump is endorsing left policies such as giving everybody $1,200 in this month just to supply families for the time that they're away from work. Biden hasn't endorsed that. Vice President Joe Biden of the Democratic Party hasn't endorsed that system that helps families, which is what the party's supposed to be for. That's what the Democrats stand for. You understand that, right? And he's not even endorsed it. I'm seeing Biden winning this Democratic nomination, but he's not going to win against Trump. Trump will kill him in the field. Just kill him. You know, there was a real shot of us winning Texas. There was a real shot. The left, Democrats, winning Texas. Texas. Literally the second biggest state in the United States for delegate count? That's incredible, but here's the thing. He's not going to win it. He's not going to win Florida. He's definitely not going to win Florida. He won't win North Carolina. He probably won't win Pennsylvania. I do think he'll win Michigan for whatever reason. I mean, it's mostly because he has support amongst the black community, which, I mean, that's cool, but what happens whenever you lose, 4 or 5 other states that you shouldn't have lost? That's where this election is headed. That's why Trump's going to win 2020, and that is why Andrew Yang is going to win 2024. We're going to see the technology change so that everybody looks, and they're like, oh, who's that Asian man who wanted to give me $1,000 a month because I lost my job to technology? Oh, Andrew Yang. I'm going to vote for him. And that's why I'm officially re-endorsing Andrew Yang for president, because Biden's already lost. Biden can't continue what he's doing. His campaign managers are they're limiting his speaking time because he's so bad at speech. You understand that? That's awful. That you can't do that. If you're that bad at speaking, drop out of the goddamn race. Nobody wants you as their president. Nobody. Ridiculous. Anyway, that's the segment for this week. If you disagree with me, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know even more. Love to see you. I will see you next time. I don't know what we're going to discuss next time. It's probably going to be more of the same. Just more election stuff. Probably update you on coronavirus next time. I hear that around where I live, it's sort of starting to get bad, and hospitals are overcrowding. So that's, of course, just terrible. So I will try to keep you updated. Thank you for tuning in.